All right, so I want to come back with another installment of 99 Ways to Rob. And this particular installment, number two, is dealing with limiting R. Kelly's defense team the ability to question and challenge the background of accusers and witnesses. So, want to give you a quick rundown on something. Let's say that you have a defendant that's on trial for committing a particular crime, and the current witness that's on the stand testifying against that defendant uh, has extorted that defendant. And pre-trial, the judge grants the prosecution a motion to limit the defense's ability to delve deep into the backgrounds of the accusers and the witnesses on the stand. And whatever the defense does bring up, they're limited in what they can question and they can challenge. That becomes key because it puts R. Kelly in a bad spot to where he can't properly defend himself. And that deals with the Constitution. So in R. Kelly's case, one example would be the claim from several individuals, accusers, that he is the one that gave them herpes. Okay, so what medical proof do you have that he is the one that gave you that? So if you're not allowing the medical records of accusers to be submitted into evidence at trial that supports their accusation against R. Kelly, then basically you're allowing these individuals to be on the stand pointing fingers at him saying, you gave this to me, and it's just hearsay. That's very key because one issue that came out on cross-examination from Deborah O'Canick was in questioning an accuser about a statement that was made to detectives in a criminal investigation where it was asked that the detective was told this particular accuser had contracted herpes back in 2013. Okay, well, if this particular accuser did not meet R. Kelly until, say, 2017, that information becomes very key because that means that she had herpes way before she even met him. So clearly, if you've been had it years before you met him, but in the court of public opinion for the last 2+ years, you've been on talk shows, interviews, social media, pointing to him as the one who gave it to you. And now you're on a witness stand pointing to him saying that he gave it to you, but you don't have any type of medical proof to back up when you actually contracted it. And that's because the judge uh, is preventing that type of information from showing up at trial. That's something that robs R. Kelly's ability to properly defend himself. Ultimately, it leads to violating his constitutional right to due process and a fair trial because he has the right to face his accusers. So that includes if they're putting a certain type of claim on him, then he should have the right to properly defend himself against that claim. But if you're handcuffing his defense team from being able to do that because you don't want the backgrounds, the sketchy backgrounds of these individuals to come up at trial and get questioned and challenged, that's a serious problem for R. Kelly. And that's a consistent issue that he had to deal with on his way toward, unfortunately, getting wrongfully convicted. So just wanted to go ahead and bring that to your attention as another way that R. Kelly was robbed and railroaded by the legal system. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be back soon with another installment. Y'all have a good one.